So I've received a number of questions from the Wing Chun Sport Association, and they've given me a list of questions that they'd like me to answer for you guys. So I'm going to start with question number one. They asked me about Wing Chun in MMA, Wing Chun as a sport. How do I see it? How do I see Wing Chun as a sport in MMA? To be honest, I mean, my guys have been fighting over 16 years now in MMA and boxing and K1 using Wing Chun. Okay, so what I think about it is it's fine, it works. It works completely fine in a sport environment. The argument between most Wing Chun people is Wing Chun really for the street and self-defense, or Wing Chun is not a sport, all this sort of stuff. All that stuff is just, for me, is just nonsense. A martial art's a martial art. You know, all martial arts have combative elements of it where they're designed to deal with street implications or to deal with real life combat situations, if it's the battlefield or it's the street. But many of these martial arts also have sporting environments where the practitioners can safely or can, in a controlled manner, test their core skills. Now when I say core skills, what I mean by core skills is, can you control an aggressive opponent? Can you take control of their structure? Can you punch, or can you, in terms of Wing Chun, can you punch and control them without getting hurt? Okay, it's all very well saying if someone grabbed me, I'll eye gouge him or do this or do that, but it's all hearsay, right? And the other person can do the same thing, right? So we have to have a basic platform to test our basic skills. And Wing Chun, we've already got that. We have Chi Sao, and Chi Sao is perfect for that. But the problem with Chi Sao is everybody has different ideas about how to train it. Some people will train it like it's a kind of semi-contact fight. Some people will go very light, some people very hard. So Chi Sao can get very, very confused as well. I have a set protocol on how our Chi Sao relates to our sparring, how our sparring relates to combat sports and the street. So for us in Chi Sao Li Wing Chun, it's very straightforward. But many Wing Chun don't have that because they just focus on Chi Sao. And some Wing Chun don't in fact even spar, right? Now sparring, what people have to understand is sparring is not fighting, right? Sparring is a developmental tool to develop you to feel time in rhythm and aliveness in movement, okay? And if you do good Chi Sao, good Go Sao, good crossing hands, good sparring, you're going to have much more tools available if you're going to take that into a real situation or into a sports situation. Not many people want to have real fights, right? Obviously it's illegal and you can get badly hurt, you could be killed. Okay, so if you do martial arts for 10 years or 5 years or 2 years and you really want to see how well you've come along, then the sport environment is a safe way to test yourself. Also, it's good for people's self-esteem. It's good for people to sometimes push themselves out of their comfort zone. And you know, from that point of view, some people are never going to be confident unless they've actually done that. So the sport environment for me, in terms of how I see development of Wing Chun, is very important. So can Wing Chun do well in MMA, and is it viable in MMA? Well, it's already been done. We've proved it. We've done it for a very long time. Our guys have had maybe, I've lost count because we don't even count, but maybe 400 or 500 fights in the last 17 years in various levels, from amateur to professional to very high level professional, and they've all done very well. The key is understanding the environment you're in. So if you go in there and you're using Wing Chun in a contrived way, then it's not going to work, right? If you trained it in the right way, it's going to work. The guys have asked me quite a few questions on that sort of side, so I'll cover that more with the other questions, okay? But yeah, for sure, Wing Chun can work, but it has to be trained in the right way.